Hello, and a very warm welcome back to American English Explained. I'm Maya, feeling quite centered and ready to dive into today's topic.
And I'm Jacob. To be honest, guys, I'm feeling a little scattered today. My brain feels like it has 50 browser tabs open and I can't find where the music is coming from. Maya, how are you feeling?
I'm actually feeling great, Jacob. I think it's because I've been practicing exactly what we're talking about today, finding order in the chaos. But before we reveal our secret weapon for speaking, we have a few things to remind our listeners about.
Exactly. If you're joining us for the first time, this show is designed primarily for B1 and B2 English learners. We use a unique language mix, a blend of clear intermediate English with a healthy dose of advanced vocabulary, idioms, and natural slang to help you bridge that gap to C1 fluency.
And here is your safety net. If you hear a word or a phrase that sounds like gibberish, don't worry. Just keep listening and enjoy the flow. At the end of this episode, we have our dedicated vocabulary vault where we review the definitions and give you real-world example sentences.
Our philosophy here is life in English. We aren't here to bore you with grammar charts. We talk about life, communication, and growth. The best part? This podcast is versatile. You can listen to us anywhere, while you're cooking, driving, or just relaxing on the sofa.
Today's episode is specifically valuable because we are solving a problem we all face, the panic button. You know that moment when someone asks you a question in English and your brain just goes blank? Or worse, you start rambling for 5 minutes and forget what the original question even was?
Oh, I am the king of rambling, Maya. But today, we are going to teach you a framework that forces you to be confident. So if you want to stop being the quiet one in meetings or parties, keep listening. And hey, subscribe, like this video, and share it with your friends who are also on their English learning journey. It helps us grow this amazing community.
And remember to leave a comment at the end regarding what you liked or any new words you learned. Now, here is our structure. Part 1. The conversation, diagnosing the rambling problem and mastering the 3-2-1 technique. Part 2, the deep dive, a breakdown of today's advanced vocabulary, idioms, and slang.
So, Maya, let's be real. Last week, a neighbor asked me, Jacob, why do you like living in this city? And I swear my brain hit the panic button. I started talking about the weather, then the traffic, then a bakery I went to 3 years ago. I was speaking off the cuff and it was a mess. I looked totally incompetent.
We've all been there. When we aren't prepared, our brain tries to find every possible answer at once. It's like trying to drink from a fire hose. But there's a framework inspired by the 3-2-1 technique that stops the rambling instantly.
Okay, I'm ready. Teach me. What is 3-2-1?
It's a simple structure. When someone puts you on the spot, you choose one of these numbers to anchor your thoughts. 3 steps, 2 types, or 1 thing.
Wait, so I don't have to do all of them? I just pick the one that fits the question?
Exactly. It gives your brain a railroad track to follow. Let's practice. Jacob, let's try the 1 thing. If I ask you, why is learning English important? Give me just 1 thing.
Okay, let me try. The one thing about learning English is that it's the global passport. It opens doors to movies, jobs, and people from every corner of the planet. Boom. How was that?
Perfect. You didn't talk about grammar or school. You stayed on that 1 track. Now let's try 2 types. Jacob, what's the best way to spend a weekend?
Okay, there are 2 types of great weekends. First, the high-octane weekend, where you go hiking and see friends. Second, the low-key weekend, where you stay in your pajamas and read a book. Both are essential for a happy life.
See? You sounded so organized. Finally, let's try the most detailed one. 3 steps. Jacob, how do you make a great cup of coffee?
Easy. Step 1, grind fresh beans. Smell that aroma. Step 2, use filtered water at the right temperature. Step 3, pour slowly and enjoy the endorphin rush. Unreal. Maya, I felt so much more confident just knowing I had a structure.
That's the beauty of it. It takes you from being scared to being excited to speak because you know exactly where your sentence is going to end.
All right, Maya, I'm sold. But it's one thing to explain it and another to actually do it under pressure. I'm going to put you in the hot seat. I've got 3 random, slightly deep questions ready. I want to see this 3-2-1 secret in action. Are you ready?
I was born ready. Give me your best shot, Jacob. I'm anchoring my brain right now.
Okay, let's start with the big one. Maya, in your opinion, what is the one thing that makes a friendship last a lifetime?
The one thing that truly cements a lifelong friendship is unwavering authenticity. In a world where we often wear masks to impress others, a true friend is someone in whose presence you can be your most raw, unfiltered self. It's that rare comfort of knowing you can share your deepest insecurities or your silliest dreams without the fear of being judged. When two people decide to drop the act and just be, they create a bond that is virtually unbreakable, regardless of distance or time.
Wow, unwavering authenticity. That's beautiful. You didn't ramble about childhood memories or shared hobbies. You hit the bullseye with one core idea. Level 2, let's talk about success. People define it in so many ways. How would you categorize the two types of success we experience in life?
That's a great question. I believe we can break success down into two distinct types: tangible success and intrinsic success. First, there's tangible success. These are the milestones the world can see, the promotions, the fancy degrees, or reaching that C1 level in English. It's satisfying because it provides a sense of status and security. However, the second type is intrinsic success, which is far more profound. This is the quiet feeling of fulfillment that comes from within. It's the realization that you've stayed true to your values, or the peace you feel after a long day of helping others. While tangible success fills your bank account, intrinsic success fills your soul. And I think a truly successful person is someone who finds a balance between both.
I love that. It makes so much sense when you split it into two categories like that. It helps the listener visualize the map of your answer. All right, final boss level. Let's get practical. Let's say someone is facing a massive, scary life change, like moving to a new country. What are the 3 steps to navigating that transition without losing your mind?
Moving abroad is a high-octane experience for sure. If I had to break down the survival guide, it would be these 3 steps. Step 1, cultivate a curiosity-first mindset. Instead of being frustrated when things are different or difficult, treat every challenge like a puzzle. Ask yourself, why do they do it this way, rather than saying, this is wrong. Step 2, build a local micro-community. You don't need 100 friends, you just need 3 or 4 people you can rely on. Find a local coffee shop, join a speaking club, or volunteer. Having a tribe is the best antidote to homesickness. Step 3, practice radical patience with yourself. You're going to have days where you feel incompetent or lonely. On those days, look back at how far you've come. Growth isn't a straight line, it's a series of ups and downs. If you give yourself grace, you'll not only survive, you'll thrive.
Maya, that was a masterclass. You went from deep philosophy to practical advice, and I never felt lost. Every answer had a clear ending because you used the 3-2-1 structure.
Exactly. And for our listeners, notice how I used those advanced words like unwavering, milestones, and antidote. Because I wasn't worried about how to organize my thoughts, I had the brain space to choose more beautiful, descriptive vocabulary.
It's like having a GPS for your mouth. I think our listeners are ready to try this themselves.
Absolutely. But let's get practical. You don't want to wait for a high-stakes job interview or a first date to try this for the first time. You need to internalize the framework so it becomes second nature.
Exactly. It's like muscle memory. You have to train your brain to see the 3, 2, or 1 before you even open your mouth. So, Maya, if I'm a B2 learner sitting at home right now, how do I actually use this to level up my English?
There are 3 main ways to weave this into your daily routine. Let's look at them. Number 1, the shower talk, solo practice. This is my favorite. When you are alone, showering, cooking, or driving, ask yourself a random question. Why do I like my job? Or what's the best movie I've seen? Then force yourself to use a number. Try, there are 2 types of reasons I love my job. Why it works? You are practicing the structure without the stress of someone watching you. It clears the brain fog and builds the habit of organizing your thoughts instantly.
Oh, I do this. I record myself on my phone. It's painful to hear my own voice sometimes, but it's so useful.
It's a game changer. Record a 60-second answer using the 3-2-1 trick. When you listen back, don't just check your grammar. Ask yourself, did I stay on track? Did I finish where I expected to? If you started with 3 steps but only gave 2, you know you need to work on your cognitive focus.
Number 3, the speaking club strategy. What about when you're actually talking to people, like in an English meetup or a Discord group?
In social settings, the 3-2-1 trick is your safety net. When an icebreaker question comes your way, don't just start talking. Take a 2-second breath. That's your processing time, and pick your number. If someone asks about your country, say, "The one thing you have to know about my country is..." The result? You'll stop rambling, and the other person will think, "Wow, their English is so organized."
I love that. It actually helps you stop obsessing over grammar. Usually learners get paralysis by analysis because they're worried about the past perfect or prepositions. But if you're focused on step 1, step 2, step 3, the grammar usually just falls into place.
Precisely. This trick shifts your focus from accuracy to logic. And here's a secret. Native speakers don't always have perfect grammar, but they do have a logical flow. If you can master the flow, you've already won half the battle to C1 fluency.
It's about being intentional. Instead of just letting words leak out of your mouth, you're building a beautiful, informative house of conversation.
Beautifully put, Jacob. So guys, your challenge for this week is to use the 3-2-1 trick at least once a day. Whether it's in a journal, a voice memo, or a real conversation, stick to the framework and watch your confidence skyrocket.
And hey, if you try it and it works, or if you get stuck, come back and tell us in the comments. We want to hear your 3-2-1 stories.
Now, let's get into part 2 of the show. It's time to unlock the vocabulary vault and master those advanced terms that will make your structured answers sound even more professional. 1. Scattered, meaning unable to focus, disorganized in thought. Example, I felt so scattered today that I forgot my own keys.
2. Rambling, meaning talking for a long time in a confused or inconsequential way. Example, stop rambling and tell me what you actually want.
3. On the spot, meaning forced to answer or make a decision immediately. Example, the teacher put me on the spot by asking a question I didn't study for.
4. Off the cuff, meaning without preparation or practice, spontaneous. Example, he gave a brilliant speech off the cuff at the wedding.
5. Incompetent, meaning not having the necessary skills to do something successfully. Example, I felt incompetent trying to fix the car by myself.
6. Framework, meaning a basic structure underlying a system or concept. Example, the 3-2-1 framework makes public speaking so much easier.
7. Go blank, meaning to suddenly forget everything you were going to say. Example, I looked at the interviewer and my mind just went blank.
8. Unwavering, meaning steady and firm, not changing or wavering. Example, she has an unwavering belief in her ability to succeed.
9. Authenticity, meaning the quality of being real or true. Example, people are drawn to his authenticity. He never tries to be someone he's not.
10. Tangible, meaning perceptible by touch, clear and real. The company saw tangible results after the new marketing campaign.
11. Intrinsic, belonging naturally, essential. The intrinsic value of education goes beyond just getting a job.
12. Fulfillment, a feeling of satisfaction or happiness as a result of fully developing one's abilities or character. Volunteering at the shelter gave him a deep sense of fulfillment.
13. Cultivate, to try to acquire or develop a quality or skill. You need to cultivate a positive attitude if you want to enjoy your work.
14. Antidote, something that corrects or improves the effects of something bad. A good laugh is often the best antidote to a stressful day.
15. Grace, give yourself grace, to be kind and forgiving to yourself when you make a mistake. You're learning a new language. Give yourself some grace when you forget a word.
16. Thrive, meaning to grow or develop well, to flourish. Some plants thrive in the shade, while others need direct sunlight.
17. Anchor. To provide a firm basis or foundation for something. I use the one thing rule to anchor my thoughts during a presentation.
That's it for episode 17. Your homework is to try the 3-2-1 technique today. If someone asks you, "How are you?" try the one thing approach.
We'll see you in the comments. Tell us which word from the vault was your favorite. Bye, everyone.
Bye. See you next time on American English Explained.